fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 24-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboy.
They'll run on first down. Tally. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Cowboys hit 9-3 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Tally, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Wallace. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, Talley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. He'll find Metcalf. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Wallace over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back to throw. Wallace. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wallace. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On first down, Talley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On third down, Talley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Open. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 6. A short throw caught by Andrews. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wallace. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Harris running straight ahead. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Wallace to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Amari Cooper, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are back within a score. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead down to 9. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. Talley.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. They'll set up a throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
He'll try again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
2nd and 13. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the right side with Harris. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wallace. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 43 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tally, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try the left side. Tally. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 89 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He gets it complete to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 8. Back to throw. Wallace. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Wallace. That one out wide and intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play. The offense has had its moments, too. 102 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Tally. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Here we go on second and 12. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On play action, they'll throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Tally. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a second and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw here. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Gain on the play. Brings up fourth and goal.
They'll try and run for it. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas. He's got room at the 30.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They go play action here on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. Wallace.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looking to throw. Wallace. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Deontay Johnson. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now they'll go with a reverse. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.